this changes everything for the Edmonton Oilers as they kicked off their 3-game homestand with a big win against the Columbus Blue Jackets last night, and that top unit is starting to get more and more confident as the season goes on. But first, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you do so. If you're part of the 17.5 watching this that have subscribed, thank you. But if you're part of the 82.5 that has not subscribed, what are you waiting for, folks? Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below for any and all Oilers content coming your way on Oilers Digest. But folks, before we started recording today, the Edmonton Oilers made a minor league trade. They have acquired forward Jacob Pearce from the Montreal Canadiens in exchange for defenseman Noah Hofemeyer. I mean, some are saying this is the biggest trade of the day. Never mind the Jacob Trouba trade between the New York Rangers and the Anaheim Ducks. But just a small bit of news coming in today after that big win last night. Yes, acquiring forward Jacob Pearce. Just taking a look at Jacob Pearce's stats here. Of course, drafted by the Anaheim Ducks in the 2020 NHL entry draft. Of course, it was a bit of a weird draft year, but late first round there, but it seems like his skills haven't, exactly transformed to the professional level, only playing one game for the Anaheim Ducks in that time after a stellar junior career with the Sarnia Sting, and played with the San Diego Gulls as well. And you can see there a little bit of ECHL time with the Trois-Rivières Lions of the ECHL, but again, this seems to be a reclamation project for the Oilers. Of course, Jeff Jackson likes to bolster the Edmonton prospect pool, and the Condors had a lot of defensemen, expendable defensemen. So, minor league trades are minor league trades, but they're still trades nonetheless. But let's get right into it. Top Guns. Yes, last night the Edmonton Oilers Top Guns showed out in a huge way against the Columbus Blue Jackets. But before that, there was a ceremony celebrating Connor McDavid's 1,000th point. You can see there with his family there, his parents, his wife, and even his dog Leonard made an appearance last night, his first NHL game. Tons of gifts were given to McDavid, of course, a golden stick, a Rolex by Jeff Jackson, and lots of videos on the Jumbotron celebrating Connor McDavid's 1,000th NHL point. And he was asked about it. He said, you try to enjoy the moment. It's not every day you get to have your parents out there, Lauren as well, and to see Lenny always makes me smile. So it was a great ceremony. He's a great dog. He's definitely part of the family, so that's why he's out there. Of course, Leonard McDavid, huge hit with the Edmonton Oilers fan base. I mean, how could you not? That face is lovable. But the Edmonton Oilers followed up with a 6-3 win against the Columbus Blue Jackets last night, first period. Kevin Labanc off of a weird redirect from the stick of Michael Puccia there makes it 1-0 Blue Jackets. A little over 2.5 minutes into the first period, and then almost 10 minutes in, a phenomenal one-man effort by Connor McDavid. A slick toe drag gets the puck over to Zach Hyman, making it 1-1 after 20. In the second period, the Oilers, you can see there an offensive explosion. Leon Draisaitl making it 2-1 Oilers. And, of course, the Blue Jackets did challenge that goal because Zach Hyman was on the outside of the crease. And, what seems to happen every time Hyman is in the crease when a goal is scored. But the refs determined it was still a good goal. And, of course, Mattias Ekholm on the ensuing power play, the expiring power play, makes it 3-1 Oilers off of a slick pass from Jeff Skinner. And Zach Hyman with his second of the game, finding the top left corner past Danil Tarasov. Damon Severson, again, bit of a weird hop off of Ty Emberson there with no stick, somehow finding a way past Calvin Pickard. And Jeff Skinner with his 5th goal of the year, trying to find that scoring touch on that line with Skinner, with Skinner, Henrique, and Matthias Janmark, making a pretty solid third line for the Edmonton Oilers. And in the third period, Cole Sillinger tries to get a comeback sparked for the Columbus Blue Jackets, but Leon Draisaitl says no thank you as Connor McDavid finds Draisaitl in that bumper spot on the power play, making it 6-3 Oilers. And that was your final score. Just looking at the hockey stat card here, of course, a huge game by all of the Oilers, top guns, as I referenced heading into this segment here. McDavid, Hyman, Evan Bouchard, Mattias Ekholm, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, again, trying to find that stride ever since that road trip. 2 goals in 2 straight games against Utah and Colorado. So the Nuge has looked to be huge so far this season, heading into early December. And then Jeff Skinner, again, big game from him. And then the fourth line there, statistically, analytically, they were fantastic there. You can see there at the bottom, a 76, almost 77% Corsi for percentage. I mean, all four lines were phenomenal. Of course, Skinner, Henrique, and Yamark, you can see there a little on the lesser side for Corsi, but still managed to get a goal. And it was, a very effort, big effort there by Jeff Skinner on that one, finding the backhand in front of Danil Tarasov. And again, just trying to get that spark going, because Jeff Skinner, a phenomenal player. Of course, a 30-goal scorer. So for him to, get that scoring touch again, that is fantastic news. And just looking at the game stats here, 37 shots on goal for the Edmonton Oilers. You can see there, Columbus going 0 for 2 on the power play. So that Oilers penalty kill is back to its regular form, like we saw in the Stanley Cup playoffs last year. And Calvin Pickard, I mean, all three Columbus goals were a little bit fluky. Of course, that first one going off the foot of Kevin LeBanc, and then the second one, again, that hop off of Ty Emberson, who was on the ice for all three goals against, but still, it's hard to be mad about last night's game, even with those 3 goals against. You can see there Calvin Pickard with a 750 high danger save percentage, only allowing that one high danger goal against. So, again, you can't really ask for much more from your backup goaltender. I mean, he got them the win, so no complaints from me there at all. You can see there the high danger chances for, and the high danger chances against the Oilers took that 14-5. It wasn't even close. That first line was all over the Columbus Blue Jackets last night. And, last night, the return of Zach Hyman, that was huge, not just for the Oilers power play, but just 5-on-5 in general. You needed Zach Hyman to get that scoring touchback once again. And with the 2 goals, it looks like Zach Hyman is back to last year's form. And speaking about that first goal there off that assist from Connor McDavid, he said it's a privilege to play with him. And when you're out there, you got to be at your best, because he's always at his best. And even when he's not, his not so best is probably better than almost anybody else's. I mean, Connor's worst is better than anybody's best. So you got to be ready. It was obviously an unbelievable play by him. He set me up on that first one, and it was nice to get on the board early. And Zach Hyman even getting, his flowers from head coach Kris Knoblauch. He said it's nice having Zach back. I was just thinking about our previous game where we couldn't score a goal. Maybe he could have been the difference, but it's nice that he took the extra time and is healthy and ready to contribute. He looked good in practice leading up to this, and getting a guy back who can put the puck in the net is key for us, and that's something that could unlock the Oilers further on down the road. Of course, they've already been shut out numerous times so far this season. For Zach Hyman, gifted goal scorer. I mean, he's in front of the net always, right? 54 goals last year. That was always great for the Oilers to regain back after the 5-game absence for Zach Hyman. And what is next for the Edmonton Oilers? Yes, they are, sitting in a wild card spot right now, creeping on the edge of the Pacific Division top 3 spots there. You can see they're 30 points, a point behind Calgary for that 3rd spot in the Pacific. And you can see there the St. Louis Blues 2 points behind the Edmonton Oilers for that 2nd wildcard spot. And funnily enough, that is Edmonton's next game, as they are the 2nd game of that doubleheader on Hockey Night in Canada tomorrow night. We'll get you all set up for that one, and some other news that may potentially break regarding the Edmonton Oilers. But that should be an exciting one. It is the return of the offer sheet kids. Yes, Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg. It'll be interesting to see how that Rogers Plays Faithful react to the return of those two. But that's it for today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the Condors trade, with Jacob Perreault. I mean, again, minor league trades are minor league trades. And what did you think about last night's game? Make sure to subscribe to the Oilers Digest channel. And again, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That is it for today's video. Have yourselves a fantastic day and a fantastic weekend. We will see you tomorrow.